Right, I'm heading down to Cardrona for a few holes. I played in the YouTube Open last week and I played okay, you know, I finished alright considering the amount of golf I played, finished top 10. But there was something that really annoyed me that I really just feel as though I have to go and fix. So we're going to go out, play a few holes and try and fix this little problem. It's amazing golf, we all have our own little battles that we're fighting and this is one that I'm fighting. So let's go and win the battle, shall we? Right, we're on the 5th tee. This is my first hole, so I've just wandered out. The first hole was busy, so I've just wandered my way out here. So this is my first hole. I have I have 187 yards to the pin. First hole, no practice swing, hence the yellow tees. 187 down breeze. 187 down breeze. 6 irons, 180, that'll do. First shot of the day, choke down 6 iron. So just going to play a few holes. Everything's going to be Eureka, as you know. Eureka, aiming left, my body reacting to the feet line, and then my left hand and my arm reacting or obeying the ball to target line. That's what we're doing here. But I'm going to fix that. Right, as I mentioned in the car on the way down, there was an issue at the YouTube Open, YouTube Golf Day, and it's just something I have to put to bed. Something I've got to sort out. We all fight our own little battles at golf, don't we? Whew, it's hot in Scotland. I believe that fighting our own little battles, that is golf. That's what makes golf brilliant. Everyone's at a different level, everyone's trying to achieve different things. Some people pray, some people have superstitions when they golf. That's the beauty of it. It's a very different game to anything else. Jack Nicklaus said, hold on, 6 iron. First shot of the day. Top the toe, gone left, and it's long. Ah! That was a very stiff swing. So, yeah, Jack Nicklaus said golf is 90% in the head. Isn't that incredible? But that was only half of his sentence. He said 90%'s in the head, the other 10%'s in the head. Guy's a genius, and it absolutely is. It's just a complete mind game. It just you up totally. I mean, I played the YouTube Open or the YouTube Golf Day. I keep calling it the Open. My mind, I was in there. I played well. The guys that followed me, so I hit a lot of good shots. But when I missed the green, I never up and down to anything. But I don't know if that was psychological or not. The thing was, I hit good chip shots and I hit good putts. So the contact on my chip shot was good, or pitch shot when I missed the green was good, but then the putt didn't drop, yet I felt as though I struck my putts well. I started them on my intended start line. Strike with the putter was great, but just hold nothing. So I was 6 over par. I chipped the ball, hit the ball really well, I chipped really well, and I putted really well. So I feel as though I did everything really well, yet I finished 6 over par. I had 8 bogeys and 2 birdies. It wasn't great. And the day before, practice round with Sam, which was a bit of a laugh, you saw the video of that, I shot level par, 1 over, round about there. Didn't hit the ball quite as well. Strange, isn't it? 90% in the head and the other 10%'s in the head. Oh my word. Right, so, out the toe, not a great tee shot. Just as well it was out the toe, it'll be way in the trees. Up and down for par. Okay, we're about 4 feet. So I've got this left for my par. Tee shot wasn't great. Chip was good, pitch was good. Dead aim ball marker. Get myself lined up here. So I've hit 1 good shot out of 2 there. So 50% record so far for this hole. That's good. Cool. That is what I never did at the YouTube Open. I hit good putts and good chips, but I just wasn't converting. I just wasn't able to put both together on the one hole. And of course I'm going to miss screens, we're always going to miss. I hit every fairway. I missed 1 fairway. Apart from that, I hit driver really well, hit every fairway. Missed 6 screens, never up and down them. So yeah, I could work on iron play, but I'm never going to hit every green anyway, so it's more important for me, I feel, that if I can hit if I can up and down everything and really work on short game, then I'm going to be a much better golfer. Now that probably all sounds very obvious. The fact that if I can up and down more, I'm going to be a better golfer. Of course that's going to be the case. But before the YouTube golf day, not open, I practiced a lot of chipping and I practiced a lot of putting. And then on the day, and I'd hit a lot of balls in the range. On the day I hit the ball really well, chipped really well and putted really well as I've mentioned, yet my score was terrible. So my practice has not been productive in relation to what happened on the day. If that makes sense. God, I love this thing. G400 Max, I tested out the G410 Plus, fantastic driver, and on TrackMan my numbers were excellent, really good. Not much better than my, I'm trying to put a head cover on here with my foot, look at this. I don't know if you can even see that. Oh, one of those days. Numbers on TrackMan were good, spin rate was a little bit better, so lower spin with the G410. And therefore obviously a little bit lower ball flight as well, but I've never been great with driver, and I like to see the ball launch pretty quickly with driver, and the G400 Max ticks all the boxes for me. That's very much a confidence thing. If I see the ball flight nice and high, straighter, I'm happy with that. The G410 was similar, it's a little bit lower, but I feel as I had to work a little bit harder to get it going. It's just me. This is par 5. 5th hole, 6th hole, I have miles. 281. To the pin. Anything up there is good. Again, I'll probably be relying on chipping a putt though. Yeah, a wee bit heavy. That wasn't very good. But I knew it didn't have to be very good because I wasn't going to reach in 2 today in this little breeze, so I thought, you know, if I hit rescue and don't hit it well, I'm still going to be about 30 yards short just for a little chip up, so happy days, eh? So this is another good pitch shot. That was 40 yards or so, and that's gone to about 3 or 4 feet. So the shot, the game's there. It's totally there. It's just what happened on the day that didn't allow me to convert. As I mentioned back on the tee, that was how I was practicing. It was how I approached my practice session going into the YouTube golf day. So that was a relatively easy birdie, good drive, bit of a muffled 2 hybrid, up and down it easily. So before the YouTube golf day there was a lot of this went on. A lot of balls being dropped beside greens, chipping and pitching practice, getting the feel for those shots. That was good. Lots of little shots. I did a video on landing area and the order of play for short game in the build up to the golf day, deliberately to try and get me into a practice mode. They're pretty handy. So you can see the outcome from there, and there's 4 golf balls there, 4 pitches from about 20 feet or 20 yards away or so. So the shot game's there, the game is there. Also a lot of this went on, a lot of bunker play practice. Just to ensure that if I was really out of position, I'd be able to get up and down from these positions. Do one more. Ball after ball, I would hit lots bunker shots while I was in between lessons. And they're all good. I've got about a 20-yard bunker shot there. If we turn round and have a little look, you can see 20-yard bunker shot, some decent results. And also there was a lot of putting practice went on as well. Lots of putting practice. I used my dead aim ball marker to get myself lined up, which was effective on the day as well, because as I say, I hit a lot of good putts on the line I wanted to start it on. Just never hold. So there was a lot of putting practice went into it. Being able to read greens was important for me, obviously, but yet the score did not reflect the amount of work I'd put in. I'd put in so much work to this, or not so much work, but in between lessons I'd really worked hard on the short game element. Yet on the day, it never happened. And here's why it never happened, okay? My practice was productive. My practice was excellent. A lot of it was in between golf lessons. Hit a lot of balls, struck them really well, was up for it. Hit a lot of good chip shots and pitch shots, bunker shots and putts, was up for it. But what I never did was I never practiced as if I was on the golf course. I never used just one ball and tried to up and down from everywhere. I would play 3 or 4 chips or pitches. If one was bad, it's okay, because I'll just drag another ball and hit another ball. I never ever, one time at all, it's been 7 years since I competed, and I never even had the nuts or the savvy to go out there and think, right, let's take one ball, let's chip it from there, then hold the putt. Let's chip it from there, then hold the putt. Let's chip it from there, then hold the putt. So as Jack Nicklaus said before, it's 90% in the head, another 10% in the head. So I'm on the golf course now, playing in the YouTube golf day, and I've played a good chip shot and my mind's thinking, right, I need to hold this for an up and down. Whereas before in practice it was just, let's hold another putt. But the pressure was then on that I have to hold this for an up and down. It was that up and down start to save par thing. I'd never rehearsed that. I'd never put myself into that situation That's where I failed, that's where I went wrong, and that's why the 90% or 100% in the head me up. So I played that well. I've left myself 2.5 feet. I'm going to mark this as if we're in an actual situation on the golf course. I'm going to go back and do my homework. Line myself up, use my dead aim marker. Yep, we're lined. There we go. So, what I did there was I practiced how to up and down. I didn't just practice how to play chip shots, I didn't just practice how to putt, I practiced how to up and down for a missed green. So let's try again, let's get the pin back in. Make it as realistic as possible. I'm going to take a new location at the front of the green this time, so therefore I'm going to change club. Last club I used a 58 to play the little soft shot. Now I'm going to use 54 from the front of the green, play it from a different shot altogether. The key is it's not about a good chip shot and about a good putt, it's about making it up and down. That is important, that's where I failed. That's the battle I was fighting with Jack Nicklaus. Okay, so it's decent, it's okay, I've left myself left myself about 6 feet. 6 foot putt. Use my dead aim marker and the line on the ball to get myself in position. Okay, excellent. So missed putt, so it didn't up and down. If I was just practicing putting there, I would drop another ball, hole 3, go away happy, thinking, yeah, that's fine, I've done it, I'm good at putting. I'm good at putting, but not good at up and down, that's the thing. See, let's try another one from a different position, area. So again, remember when you're doing this, make sure you change the club appropriate to the shot you've got. Don't just take one wedge all around the green. Sometimes it might be a wee hybrid chip and run, might be a 7-iron. Just make sure you make it relevant to what's going to happen on the golf course. Practice how to up and down. So that wasn't great, this ran about 12 feet past. Gonna have to work hard here for my up and down. Dead aim marker. So that's the classic example. I'd have classed that as a good putt. You know, just swung a little bit low, strike was great. That's one of those ones on the golf day that I came off the golf course thinking, struck that putt really well. I think you get the picture, don't you? Let's move on. Right, par 4, dog leg right, 90-degree dog leg. Blast driver. See where we go. Oh, it's so good. It's perfect. Just a shame about the short game, eh? It's not the short game, it's the conversion rate. That's what it is. It's not that I can't chip and can't putt. It's that I can't convert, I can't up and down. Well, I can, but I hadn't practiced it. It's amazing, as I talked before, about that little battle. You know, we all have our own little battles in golf, and it's just a game of mystery, isn't it? That's the drug. It's fucking brilliant, isn't it? We've hit driver in here, round the corner, over the water there. We have played 2 holes, par birdie. Both of them I managed to get up and down from the side of the green. Why is that? Why did I manage to get up and down from there? Is it maybe the 90%, 10% thing in the head that I'm thinking more about up and downing and that being the action as opposed to playing a good chip shot then a good putt? But then again, you can break it back the way. One good chip shot and then allow the putt to happen. But it's the psychological side of things that play in your mind that say this putt now needs to be holed to save par or to create an up and down. That's the struggle. That's the tricky bit. That's to save up and down. Imagine letting that get to you. It's not that I let it get to me. It's the fact that practice going up to the event was so block. It was all block practice, chipping, 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 pitching, 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 bunker, 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 putt, putt, putt. It wasn't varied practice, it wasn't situational practice, it wasn't one ball up and down from here. And do that 10 times. 10 different locations, having to hold the putt, having to make 10 up and downs. If you get 7 of them, 70%, that's a really good ratio. But whereas I was looking at it going, my chipping's brilliant. Every time I hit a bad one, I just pull another ball over and play another shot. It's tremendous, easy. And that's all very well when you coach and you have to demonstrate, that's fine, but when you actually have to put a score together and play on the golf course, that form of practice, not pointless because it's working on technique, but it's not relative to how to play a golf course. Wait, I'm now starting to waffle, so let's just call this quits now and finish this hole. Hey, shoved it right, that's murder. That is just... I really wish I'd done my homework now. Should have got that yardage chart out. What was I thinking on that putt? I was thinking, well, I've got to hold this for an up and down. But I'd done the practice, I'd put my homework in and felt a little bit more relaxed over that one, to be honest. So there we go. I hope that gives you guys a little insight into how every element of your game can be solid, can be pretty good, but putting them together is much, much different. It's very, very hard to do. Clearly that was an example of that for me. All elements of the game before I went into the event, pretty hot, pretty happy with that, really good. Putting them all together in the one day, hadn't practiced the right stuff, hadn't practiced situation stuff, it was so block, it was unbelievable. Thanks very much guys, as I say, subscribe to the channel, that would be kind of you, subscription's free. Little bell notification, click that, that's good, that gives you instant notifications of all my videos, and if you click the thumbs up button, that shares it around YouTube, so we all get a bit of traction.